Steve and Meade with a quick little about me video. A lot of times we end up on these conference calls or Zoom calls now, and we waste a lot of time at the beginning where everybody says, all right, well, why don't you introduce yourself? I'm going to introduce myself in advance of a call. So Steve and Meade, lifelong entrepreneur. I joke I've never had a job. I'm technically unhirable as an employee, but I've used that to my skill through the years. I've started 11 companies, had 3 that were actually public, OTC companies, and 5 of them I'm the first one in the world to have ever actually done something in the realm of technology, which is kind of cool. But let's go back. Retail stores in college, started watch stores called Time's Up. I was selling watches in Kansas City, cool, while I was in college. When I was 20, I wrote a book called Give Yourself Credit. We actually ended up with 3 books and an infomercial. Kind of cool. I'm 21 years old. Had, we think, the 4th ever infomercial on television, but I learned a lot about direct response and media buying. The arc of my career really started age 22. I went to work for Travelers Group, Pete Dawkins, Sandy Weil, guys that went on to be legends. And what I did over 6.5 years, I read 357 books in 6.5 years. And you say that, and people are like, that's impossible. It's not. It's 1 book per week. But again, being an athlete, I played sports in college. The goal was to dissect the elements of the book, take that skill and learn a new skill every week and stack, and you get better over time. And that's what I did. I trained about 8,000 salespeople, got really good at it, but decided I wanted to move on. But I took that knowledge and I built a 10-step program called a BullsEye Belief system. That's a lot of times why I'm known as the Bullseye guy, but this system teaches how to actually build companies, hire people, bring things to market. I used that in 1996 to start my first internet company called Virtual Sellers. Took it public in 99. It was really a precursor to what went on to become PayPal. We were the first master merchant in the world for credit card processing, built shopping carts, used neurolinguistic programming, moved buy buttons around, really cool stuff. My next venture, we tried to build a global currency called 2Exchange. Yes, this was 2000. We were super early. People didn't understand it, but learned a lot. Took the software we built, moved it into Homeland Security after 2001. We repurposed the software and launched something with New York called EAMS, the Emergency Asset Management System. And from 02 to 05, spent a lot of time with Homeland Security, moving assets around. But went on, built a mobile company, enterprise software, again, Homeland Security, moved things along. Last couple of years, we spent some time in entertainment, but most recently, Moneta Pro, closed loop system, blockchain. We've won 8 contests around the world in the blockchain space, which is really cool. We didn't raise the most money, but we've won the most contests. So I joke that we're the JD Powers of blockchain, even though Moneta Pro uses blockchain for enterprise management, not really cryptocurrency, different story. So background in FinTech, mobile, transaction processing, enterprise software, identifying ideas, bringing companies to market. That's really my skill set. Thank you for watching. I'm Steve and Meade.